all set. Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Chris Kirkman from Dice Hate Me Games. A very helpful shirt.
Yes,
Show that off
thank
here.
you.
Looking at Belle of the Ball, game by Daniel Solis.
Yes.
Solis?
Solus.
Solis.
Solus.
Solis. I haven't actually said his last name before. But I gotta tell you, the art on this is great. I've seen this before. I've played this a couple times in Prototype.
Yep.
Once a year ago.
Oh,
and
several
now
iterations ago,
Now
yeah.
it's better.
Right.
I like
Oh,
it.
much better.
I like
That's
it better here.
fantastic.
All right, but what are we doing? Maybe
Okay.
you can show off the game here.
All right, so we're going to show off
Just
Belle. You know what? I'll just throw the cards out really quickly so we can see.
Okay.
Speaking of the art, and we'll just show some pieces of the art. We've got the overall scope of the game is that you are on the whimsical and mysterious island of Ludabelle around the age of Victoria. And it's the eve of Carnival, and you're throwing a party. And what you're trying to do in your party is create the best group of people you can. You're trying to group people together based on their interests. And part of the fun of the game is the fact that in the rules, it's actually part to announce when you're going to invite a guest in. So you would say, announcing Giggle-Lack Lol to your party. The zest of late sun. So the way it works though is you take a look here, and every single guest has a different interest. Giggle-Lack loves fighting, loves cheese, and also likes to talk about security.
Okay.
So you would take a look around, and there's going to be a guest list, starting from the door and all the way back.
Right, it's like a chain of guests
A chain
coming
of guests,
into the
exactly.
hall.
And on the back of all the guest cards, every player gets 3 of these. These are the regrets. So as they're lined up, if you want to take a guest that's further back in line, you actually have to pay a regret. So I regret to inform. Yes,
So here,
we can do
we'll
that.
have a line of cards
Right.
right here. There you go.
So if you had a group of people and you were saying like, we want to do, we're doing a line all the way back here. If I didn't need Lady Radioactive Rindermum, Barge of Jamshire, I would say, I regret to inform you that I cannot invite you to my party. Now I'm going to invite Gapplepat Gravelsap, and you would take that, add to your group in your party. Now anyone else who comes later and decides they want to invite Lady Radioactive Rindermum will get the regret and add it to their kind of currency during the game.
Okay.
And regrets are worth points at the end.
Right.
So the overall goal of the game is not only to manage your guests, but also to entice the Belle. And the Belle is, of course, the titular Belle in the front, and she is kind of the muse of the entire night. She's the one that provides mirth, mischief, and mayhem to the proceedings. And that's represented by these cards here. There are several different types of things that you can do. When you entice the Belle to come to your party, you add it to your hand, and depending on what type of Belle it is, whether it's mirth, mischief, or mayhem, will either add something to one of your groups, allow you to change up your groups, or allow you to hasten the demise of someone else's party. So she can go and cause trouble in someone else's party.
Yes.
And that same lined up next to the guest is the same. You would entice the Belle. You could give the Belle regrets and say, you know what, I love that you enjoy a big group, but I actually would prefer that you do-si-do with someone, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
So you play until all of the guests have been invited to your party, and whoever has the most points.
And how do you score points?
Oh, scoring points. That's a very
You should have
important
mentioned
part.
that small
I should
aspect of
have.
the game.
Yeah, it's very small. We don't have to worry about that too much.
Right.
What you do, a party actually fills up when there are 4 people in the group. So let's say that we had these 4 people in the group, and then you just simply match up interests. So in this instance, you would have 3 fighting. So that would give you 3 points. They would like to talk about food, so that gives you another 2 points, so that's 5 total. And then you have 2 candies, so 7 points.
Right.
And then they clear, they go to the dismiss pile, and you have another slot. Now you have always 3 slots that you're trying to build in your party. So once they're dismissed, you'd have another slot. You could invite someone else and bring them into the party and start building on those.
Okay.
That's the overall concept.
It's very simple, straightforward, and yet there's a lot of...
There's a lot of card play. The Bells add a
competition.
lot of interest to it. We also have several advanced variants which incorporate scoring based upon the county that they're from and also their title,
Okay.
and also whether they're lords or ladies. There will be also some variable powers in the game and variable in-game scoring things for more advanced players.
Okay. And of course, Flippin' Bird.
Yes.
The names are awesome. I love it. I mean, it's very, those were in place from the get-go.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah.
Daniel had that
That's
in there.
Daniel's,
I mean,
that's just his style stuff. And we love, every single, there's 12 counties in the game. They all have different backstories.
That's
and
right.
It's just added lots of flavor to the game. It's a lot of fun.
yes.
So,
All right. And, when is this coming out? We didn't
Oh,
actually talk about
actually, hits
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter, next Friday, August 23rd.
that. Right.
and it'll run for 30 days. We're also running.
So arrival like early 2014.
Yeah, early 2014. We're
Okay.
also rolling in the reprints for the Great Heartland Hauling Company and Carnival, which are both sold out,
Okay.
into the campaign, so they'll all be delivered at the same time.
All right. Thanks very much, Chris.
Thank you. Appreciate it.